I'm here with Micah Baldwin at BlogWorldExpo in Las Vegas. Hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. It was a great panel that we just saw you on about Twitter and engagement and authenticity.
Yep.
So tell us, like, if you had to, you're most known for starting Follow Fridays.
Yep.
I suppose we could start with talking about how that has evolved and what that's come. What are your thoughts about how it started and where it is today?
Well, it's funny. I mean, when it started, it was really just this idea, really small idea. I literally sent a tweet out and then asked a couple friends to retweet it and then shut off to work and assumed that it would last for a day, right? Because it's Friday. I didn't register the name, the domain name, nothing about it. I just sort of threw it out there. And about middle of the day, it exploded. It was doing 2 tweets a second were coming out that were Follow Friday related. By the end of the day, I think there was 100,000 tweets or something like that. And now it's 400,000 tweets every Friday. It continues to happen every Friday naturally. For me, the most interesting thing was the following Thursday. I started to get Follow Friday tweets on the following Thursday in other languages because it was starting on the other end of the globe, where it was Friday in Japan.
Actually, I was just going to ask about that. Do you have any sort of metric breakdown of how popular it is in the rest of the world and what other countries?
A friend of mine built a tracker and it'll tell you how many Follow Fridays, but I don't know if it's broken down by country. I could look. It definitely happens across the world, and I think it's probably the same percentage of how well Twitter has sort of entered in each other country. Probably is about the same. But now, one of the great things is that Jack came out a couple weeks ago saying that the 2 biggest inventions of the Twitter community were Follow Friday and the retweet, and they're building a retweet into Twitter, and now they just launched lists, which I think is Follow Friday in essence into Twitter, which is awesome because now it's all about discovery and it's about recommendation and sharing, which is really the power of Twitter.
Yeah, are you talking about, I was just talking to Scobo earlier about the new API, the retweet API, is that what you're referring to?
Yeah, and they're also allowing for, it's going to be displayed better on the web page, so it's easier to tell that something has been retweeted.
So is it more of a UI? My understanding is you're going to be able to see little mini photos of everyone who's retweeted you in a timeline.
I think so. In essence, they're integrating the retweet and formalizing the structure within the actual application itself. So yeah, it'll be a lot of a UI kind of shift.
Very, very cool. Yeah. It sounds like it's going to be a useful tool.
I think so.
So tell us what you're working on now. Comics, right? This is like a total shift, and you said it's your 7th company.
Yeah, so it's the 7th startup that I've worked with. It's somewhat stealth still, but in essence, it's a immersive experience in digital comics, so comic books. So it'll be fun.
Okay, I'm a fan. I can't wait to learn more. I had thousands of comics, but I was probably one of the very few girls who had thousands of comic books when I was little.
91% of comic consumers are male, so yes.
Is that why I ended up in the geek industry, right?
Probably true.
Okay, well, we're going to tune in and hear more about your company soon.
Awesome.
And,
for sure.
It sounds like you're going to have some announcements coming up in
probably in the next 30 to 45 days.
Good. Yeah. Well, we look forward to that. Where can people tune in for more?
So at Micah is my Twitter handle, so at MICAH. It's probably the best place to go now. And for Take Comics? Probably right now the best place is just to go to my blog, which is Learn to Duck, LearnLearnToDuck.com. I'll probably have some announcements there once we kind of get the site and everything up and running. Great. Yeah. Thanks. Enjoy the rest of BlogWorldExpo. Thanks.